If you are planning to renovate your old wooden window frames all by yourself, just don't do it. Do not do it. Hi, my name is Pilla. Well, anyway, I did it. Did I enjoy it? Would I do it again? Yes and no. I will show you why. It all started in the spring of 2020. After living in this apartment over 7 years, I just had it. I couldn't look at the windows in my living room anymore. Every time I attempted to clean them, some paint fell off and more moldy wood was exposed. It was a nightmare. In addition, the glass in every section was a bit different and even a bit broken. There was a draft coming in, providing us much needed fresh air, but also not so needed cold. By knocking on the glass, it was certain the glass was loose in the frames. I knew I don't have the skill set or the tools to do a perfect job, but at least I could make it a bit better. I feared that otherwise the windows will just rot away. After removing the frames, I started to remove the hooks and cremones. For that, I scraped the old paint from the screw heads, just enough to get a firm grip with my screwdriver. It required some force. At this point, I understood that the frames are covered with multiple layers of different paint, and getting the paint off is no easy task. Next, I needed to remove the glass from the frames. With the special scraping tool, it would have been a quick, easy task. But I decided not to invest in that tool. Instead, I removed the glass by heating up the putty with a heat gun, which I already owned, and then scraping the putty off with a putty shovel. The wet rag on the glass prevented the glass cracking from the rapid temperature change. I was not interested in salvaging the glass, but I did not want broken glass covering my working space. After pulling out the little nails holding the glass in place, I popped it out and started removing the paint. I used the same technique as for removing the putty. It took me ages to get the paint off. I strongly recommend to buy or lend the speed heater. Otherwise, you will spend all your free time removing paint like I did. I spent every spare moment I had scraping off the paint and slowly started to fall in love in the old frames. Although I enjoyed the work, summer was already ending and I needed to start thinking of ending the project. I found hints of original architecture. The upper part of the window used to be separated to 8 sections. I also found some pieces of old newspaper hidden under the paint, which purpose is still a mystery to me. There was some wood missing from the frames, which I replaced with glass fiber. Luckily, the frames were in a good condition under the paint, and no serious woodwork was needed. After the paint was removed and necessary repairs done, I started sanding to get a nice smooth surface for the new paint and scrape away the moldy surface. Most of the sanding was done with electric sander. In the next part, I will show why my frames had a spa day, and there also will be some footage of child labor.